Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Clarity English Studio, the place where we make learning English simple and enjoyable. I'm Mike.
And I'm Anna. A big hello to all our amazing listeners tuning in from every corner of the world today.
Hey, Anna, you look a little bit stressed. Is everything okay?
Oh, Mike, something happened to me yesterday, and I honestly can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, no, that doesn't sound good. What happened?
So I went to this networking event, you know the kind, where you're supposed to meet new people, chat about your work, and exchange business cards.
Yeah, I know those events well. They can actually be pretty fun sometimes.
Fun? Mike, I forgot my own name.
Wait, what? You forgot your own name? No way.
I'm being completely serious. This guy walked up to me and said, "Hi, I'm David. Nice to meet you." And I just stood there. My mind went completely empty. Nothing.
You forgot your name? Your own name? For how long?
For maybe 3 seconds, but it felt like 3 hours. I was just standing there thinking, my brain was searching everywhere.
Oh no, Anna. I'm sorry, but that is actually kind of funny. So what happened next?
When I finally remembered my name, I started talking so fast. I said something like, "Hi, I'm Anna. I work in marketing." Well, not exactly marketing, more like content creation. But I also do some design work sometimes. And I've been doing this for 5 years, or maybe it's 6. I don't really remember anymore.
You panicked. You totally panicked.
I completely panicked. The guy just looked at me like I had two heads. He was probably thinking, is this person okay?
Anna, I'm sorry, but that's genuinely funny. It's really not funny. Okay, maybe it's a little funny now, but in that moment, I wanted the floor to open up and swallow me whole. You know what, though? I think everyone has a story like this.
Really? Even you?
Oh, absolutely. Let me tell you about mine. I was at a job interview once, and they asked me the simplest question. They said, "So, Mike, tell us a little about yourself."
That's such an easy question, right?
You would think so, but my brain just froze completely. I started talking about where I went to elementary school. Elementary school, Anna?
Elementary school? Why on earth would you talk about that?
I have no idea. I was so nervous that I just started from the very beginning of my life. I was like, well, I was born in 1995. It was so embarrassing.
That's amazing. So I guess we're not alone in this awkward introduction club.
Definitely not alone. And actually, this connects perfectly to what we're talking about in today's episode.
Oh, you're right, because today we're focusing on how to introduce yourself in English and sound confident while you're doing it.
Yes, because here's the thing. Introducing yourself seems like the simplest thing in the world. You just say your name, right? But when you're actually standing there in front of someone new, suddenly it feels really difficult.
Especially when you're doing it in English. If English isn't your first language, there's so much extra pressure.
You're thinking about grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and trying to sound confident all at the same time. That's a lot for your brain to handle.
It really is a lot. So today we're going to make this easy for you.
We'll share simple phrases you can use, common mistakes you should avoid, and some practical tricks to sound more confident, even when you're feeling nervous inside.
And by the end of this episode, you'll have a clear structure that you can follow to introduce yourself confidently in almost any situation.
Okay, but first, let's talk about why introductions feel so awkward. Why do we freeze up like that?
Yes, because I think understanding the why actually helps a lot. So why does our brain suddenly go blank?
I think it's because there's pressure. When someone says, "Tell me about yourself," suddenly you become the topic of conversation. You have to talk about yourself, and most people find that uncomfortable.
Exactly. We're not used to it. In normal conversations, we talk about other things. We talk about the weather, our jobs, movies we've seen, or things happening in the news.
But in an introduction, the spotlight is completely on you, and you're thinking, what should I say? What do they want to hear? Am I being boring?
Yes, and when you're learning English, you're also thinking about whether your grammar is correct and if you're pronouncing everything right.
So your brain is trying to do about 5 different things at the exact same time. No wonder we freeze up. So what's the solution?
The solution is having a simple structure, a basic formula that you can follow every single time.
Oh, I really like that idea. So you don't have to think too much in the moment. It's already prepared.
Exactly. You prepare it beforehand, you practice it, and then when someone asks, you're ready to go.
Okay, so what's this structure? What's the magic formula?
It's really simple. 3 parts. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Part 1 is your name. Part 2 is what you do. And part 3 is one interesting thing about yourself. That's it.
That's it? Name, what you do, and one interesting thing. Okay, give me an example.
Sure. So I would say, hi, I'm Anna. I work in education and I create content for English learners. And in my free time, I'm really into hiking.
Oh, that's nice. It's short, it's clear, and I learned something personal about you.
Exactly. It's not too long and not too short. And that last part, the interesting thing, it gives the other person something to respond to. They might say, oh, you like hiking? Where do you usually go?
Yes, and now you have a real conversation. The introduction did its job. I like that phrase you used. I'm really into hiking. Can we talk about that for a moment?
Of course. I'm into something means you like it or you're interested in it. It's casual and it sounds very natural.
So you could say, I'm into cooking or I'm into photography.
Exactly. It sounds much more natural than saying, my hobby is photography. That phrase sounds a little textbooky.
Textbooky? Is that a word?
You know what I mean. It sounds like you learned it from a book, not from real-life conversation.
No, you're right. I'm into something sounds much more natural and relaxed.
Mistake number 1 is speaking too fast. This is exactly what happened to you at that networking event.
Yes, when we're nervous, we speed up. We talk faster and faster, and then the other person can't understand us, or they can tell that we're stressed.
Which we are, but we don't necessarily want to show it.
Exactly. So the trick is to slow down. Take your time. Don't rush.
Even if it feels slow to you, it probably sounds completely normal to the other person. And pausing is actually a good thing. You can say, hi, I'm Anna. Pause. I work in education. Pause. It sounds confident.
That's true. Fast talking sounds nervous. Slow, steady talking sounds confident and in control.
Yes. Okay, mistake number 2 is apologizing.
Oh, this is such a big one. Some people start their introduction with, sorry, my English is not very good.
Why is that a mistake? Because you're telling the other person to expect something bad. You're starting with negativity before you've even said anything.
Ah, I see. You're putting yourself down before you even begin. That's not a good first impression.
Exactly. And honestly, most of the time, your English is much better than you think it is.
That's true. Language learners are often too hard on themselves.
So instead of apologizing, just start. Hi, I'm Maria. I work in finance. Confident, direct, no apology needed. And if you make a small mistake, that's okay. Just keep going. Don't stop to apologize.
That's good advice. What's mistake number 3?
Being too formal or too robotic, sounding like a machine.
What do you mean by that? Can you give an example?
Sure. Imagine someone saying, good afternoon. My name is Sarah. I am employed at an educational institution where I develop content for language learners.
That sounds like a legal document or a formal report. It's grammatically correct, but it sounds so stiff.
Stiff is a good word for it. It means rigid, not natural, not relaxed, like a robot.
In real life, people don't talk like that. We say, hey, I'm Anna. I make English videos. Simple, friendly, and natural.
So it's okay to be casual in most situations.
In most situations, yes. Of course, if you're meeting the CEO of a huge company, you might want to be a little more formal, but generally, friendly and natural is the way to go.
Okay, I have a question. What about different situations? Introducing yourself at a party is different from a job interview, right?
That's a great question. Let's talk about that now.
So let's start with casual situations, like a party or meeting a friend of a friend.
In casual situations, keep it simple and friendly. You can say, hey, I'm Anna. Nice to meet you.
And then maybe ask a question to keep the conversation going.
Exactly. You could say, so how do you know our friend David? Or what brings you here tonight?
What brings you here? That's a really useful phrase.
It's very natural. It means, why are you at this place? Or what's your connection to this event?
I like it. It's an open question. The other person can answer in many different ways.
And it shows you're interested in them, not just talking about yourself the whole time.
Okay, what about professional situations, like a job interview or a business meeting?
In professional situations, you want to be a little more structured, but still sound natural.
Can you give me an example of that?
Sure, in a job interview, when they say, "Tell me about yourself," you could say, "Of course, I'm Anna, and I'm based in London. I've been working in education for about 5 years, mostly creating online learning content. I'm really passionate about making learning fun and accessible for everyone."
Oh, I like that. You mentioned where you're based. That's useful information.
Yes, "I'm based in" is a great phrase. It means where you live or where you work from.
So I could say, I'm based in New York, or I'm based in Tokyo.
Exactly. It sounds more natural than "I live in Tokyo," especially in professional contexts.
Good to know. And I noticed you said, I'm passionate about. That's another useful phrase.
It shows you care about your work. It's stronger than just saying, "I like my job."
What about when you meet someone at a conference or a networking event, like my disaster yesterday?
At networking events, it's a mix of professional and casual. You want to sound professional, but also friendly and approachable.
Approachable. That means easy to talk to, right?
Yes, like people feel comfortable coming up to you and starting a conversation.
That's important at networking events.
Exactly. So you could say, "Hi, I'm Anna. I work in education, mostly creating content for English learners. How about you? What do you do?"
Oh, adding how about you at the end is really smart.
Yes, it immediately passes the conversation to them. You're not just talking about yourself the whole time.
And it takes the pressure off you, too.
That too. Okay, let's talk about confidence tricks, because knowing what to say is one thing, but sounding confident is another.
So true. You can have the perfect words, but if you say them while looking at the floor and speaking quietly, it won't sound confident at all.
Right. So trick number 1 is to start strong.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, the first 2 seconds matter a lot. When you say, "Hi, I'm..." Say it clearly and with energy, not mumbling.
Don't mumble and don't look away. Look at the person, smile, and say your name like you're proud of it.
"Hi, I'm Mike." Like that?
Maybe not quite that much energy, just a little less.
Too much?
Just a tiny bit, but yes, you get the idea. Start with positive energy.
Okay, what's trick number 2?
Use pauses. Don't rush through everything.
We mentioned this before, right? Slowing down?
Yes, but specifically use pauses on purpose. After you say your name, pause. After you say what you do, pause. It gives the other person time to process what you've said.
And it makes you sound thoughtful, like you're not nervous at all. You're just taking your time.
I need to practice this. I always rush when I'm nervous.
Me too. It takes practice, but it really helps.
What about body language? Does that matter?
Oh, body language is huge. Even if your English isn't perfect, good body language makes you look confident.
What should we do?
Stand up straight. Don't cross your arms. Make eye contact. Not creepy eye contact, just normal, friendly eye contact.
Right. Don't stare at them like you're trying to hypnotize them.
Exactly. And smile. A genuine smile makes you seem friendly and confident.
You know what? I think confidence isn't really about feeling confident inside. It's about acting confident on the outside.
That's so true. I read somewhere about the idea of fake it till you make it.
I've heard that phrase. What does it mean exactly?
It means pretend to be confident, even if you don't feel confident inside. And eventually, you'll actually become more confident.
Because if you act confident enough times, it becomes natural.
Exactly. Your brain starts to believe the act.
I like that. So even if you're nervous inside, stand tall, smile, and speak clearly.
And no one will know you're nervous. They'll just think, wow, this person seems really confident.
Little do they know I'm dying inside.
Exactly. But you look great from the outside.
Okay, let's do a quick recap because we've covered a lot today.
Yes. So the simple structure for introductions is your name, what you do, and one interesting thing.
Keep it short and clear. Don't tell your whole life story from elementary school.
Avoid common mistakes. Don't speak too fast, don't apologize for your English, and don't sound too robotic.
Use natural phrases like I'm into for hobbies, I'm based in for location, and how about you to keep the conversation going.
And for confidence, start strong, use pauses, and pay attention to your body language.
Even if you're nervous inside, act confident on the outside. Fake it till you make it.
Perfect. And now we want to hear from you.
Yes, in the comments below, write your own introduction. Use the formula, your name, what you do, and one interesting thing about yourself.
We'll read them and maybe give you some feedback. It's great practice.
And honestly, we love reading your comments. It really makes our day.
It truly does. We see people from all over the world practicing together. It's amazing to watch.
And remember, you don't have to be perfect. Just try your best.
Exactly. Every time you practice, you get a little bit better.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening today.
Yes, thank you. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with a friend who's learning English.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone. Stay confident.
Or at least fake it till you make it.
Bye, everyone.
Bye for now.